good again as we try to get rolling one more time. Try to get these cords straightened out. And we should be back to the action here. Again, I'm Dusty Wyndham, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us here on KEJL, HopsAmerica.com, and also on YouTube. As we are at Alamo, Navajo High School here in Alamo, Navajo, New Mexico, right outside of Magdalena. Still first quarter action. Got a 4th and 5 here for the Cougars as they'll get ready to run a play. Defense has looked good so far. A couple of penalties have prolonged this. And there is a handoff up the middle, and Tatum will get the stop and take over with the football just near midfield. I believe the 48 or 49. We'll double check here. They'll call it the 47-yard line for the Coyotes, and we'll get a look at the offense. Sorry, folks. Handheld camera and quick issues with audio we had there for a moment. But I think we are good again. So here we go. Quick handoff straight up the middle for the Coyotes and a gain of about, let's say 4 there. Maybe 5. They got it across, and now at the 49-yard line of the Cougars for the Coyotes. Pardon the camera just a moment while I bend down and grab my rosters here. And we should be in good shape now. So here we go. There's a pass quickly. And it is caught on the far side of the field for a first down for the Coyotes. The ball is going to be marked at about the 40-yard line, a gain of 9-yard line here as Tatum will take over possession after the punt. And defense back on the field for the Cougars. Coyotes back out on the field for the offense here. With a 14-0 lead here as the first quarter is winding to a close. Back up just a little bit here. Again, the field just picturesque. Beautiful here. So there's the snap, low snap, thrown right over the middle, wide open and dropped here for the Coyotes. There, as it looks like, is that number 6, I believe? Yes, it is. On the drop that time for Tatum. Probably had 6 written on it. May have gotten a little bit excited. Hand just getting up towards the end of that play there from the defense from the Cougars. May have had something to do with the drop there. So a 2nd and 10 coming from the Cougar 39. Tatum threatening to score for the 3rd time in this first quarter. There's the snap. Another throw coming here, and it's going to the far side. It is caught this time by number 3, and another touchdown here for Tatum. So Tatum now up 20-0 here early in this game. Towards the end of this first quarter here. See if I can get a better look at the scoreboard. I cannot at the moment. Let me get back into my rosters here. Thanks, Tiff. We have audio. Hey, that's great. Glad to have you guys with us finally as technical difficulties getting things rolling. Tatum up 20-0 as we get rolling here. Another try for a conversion here after the touchdown, and Martinez rolls out, throws it to number 13. It's caught, and that'll make it a 22-0 score here towards the end of this first quarter. It looks like about 2 seconds left in this first quarter here from Alamo, Navajo. We're going to take a quick break, play a sponsor, and we'll be back right here on KEJL and HopsAmerica.com. We're back here at Alamo Navajo High School. Hopefully we are anyways. Sounds like we are. Tatum up 22-0 at this time. Let me get that. There we go. Now we've got it all. Hey, the touchdown, by the way, a moment ago for the Coyotes was caught by number 3, and that is Noah Harris, it looks like. And then number 13 on the catch on the conversion is Gomez. So now there's another short kick. It is caught by the Cougars. They're going to take over here, it looks like, at about the 29-yard line, looking for a chance to score. Let me tighten up this little bit of this camera angle here. We'll get back on it. So that will end the first quarter, actually, after the kickoff. It is 22-0 Coyotes at the end of one over Alamo Navajo. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, back again. Now starting the second quarter here from Alamo Navajo. Coyotes up 22-0 already. This is Dusty when I'm here with you for KEJL and for HobbsAmerica.com. Coyotes have looked pretty good defensively, especially in this ball game. And, well, the Cougars have had trouble moving the ball. They've had one really long play and just a couple of short gains in their 3 previous possessions, and they're going to try something different here. And it worked out about the same way. Host the Coyotes on the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Another loss for the Cougars on the play, and it's a big one this time. A loss of about 6 yards. Got it back to the 24-yard line. So the Cougars will regroup and try it again on second down and about 16 here. So the Coyotes scoring 3 times in that first quarter, 2 point conversions as well. Twice. And now there's a little pitch out. The defense ready for that one again. Tatum looking strong up front and making another tackle, another loss back to the 20-yard line. This will be 3rd and 20 to go here for the Cougars. So you would assume a passing play coming here. Tatum defense has been beat once on a pass play, but that ball still fell incomplete. And here we go. To the near side, nothing doing, and they're first for the Coyotes. Looks like number 40, I believe. Maybe 42. We'll see. Tough angle here. It is number 40. Trying to get my rosters and everything else. Bit of a different point of view for us here from the top of the press box. Let's see. Got a message just came in. Hopefully it's Tiff back at the station. By the way, that play for the Coyotes made by number 40 was Yasiel Esparza. So we'll work on the sponsor audio here momentarily as everything's in. Everything's lit up the way it should be, nice and green on the board. Another 4th down play here. This one 4th and, 24 it looks like. Here as the punt, this time a good one, will come back. It is received here for the Coyotes. Already a big return, could get bigger, a cut back. Now towards the middle, sorry about the camera, and we've got a touchdown there and a player down on the field. No, he'll get up for Alamo Navajo. The touchdown will stand. I don't see any flags on the return that time. Tell you what, this will be easier with a partner next week. Shane Williams will be with us. And that touchdown will stand. Now make it 28-0 Coyotes, pending the try here. And let's see. The pass into the end zone this time after quarterback is just crushed there by number 25. Was intercepted in the end zone, and the try no good, so it'll remain 28-0. We're going to try to work on commercial audio here for the listeners back at home. Give us just a moment. 28-0 Tatum over Alamo Navajo as we get ready for another kickoff.
The products you demand, and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Well, we will try it again in a moment. I can't get the audio to come up. It is the correct color, green. Everything's looking there, and everything plugged in correctly. See if we've lost anything on the boxcast here. We have not. Everything is in. So we'll just have to wait a moment here as it is Cougar ball. Make sure everything is plugged in correctly. It is. So we'll get back to the action on the field video-wise. Do want to thank our sponsors that we do have, and we will do so in a few moments, as it will be Cougar ball this time from the 31-yard line, their own 31. And they are headed back that way now. So, again, the defense has been pretty stellar for the Coyotes. The Cougars having a lot of trouble moving the ball at all. Another handoff up the middle. This time a gain, it appears, of about a yard, maybe two here they'll give them. Ball is out to about the 34-yard line, it looks like. And that is the case. That's where they'll start here. With a second down, about 7, a long 6 for the Cougars. And we'll see what happens here. Another second down play. one of the few positive yardage plays for the Cougars so far in the game. Another pitch out this time and a throw. It's straight up and just grabbing on was number 41 for the Coyotes. Just grabbed the gentleman, and that's going to be an interference call against the Coyotes. It'll be an automatic first down here for the Cougars. And we'll see the call here momentarily. Try not to move too much as I'm checking audio and everything else here. And there's another message coming in. Oh, the commercial went through that time. Hey, look at me. I'm feeling much better as we're getting more audio through. I thought it was right. Thank you, Tiff. Just been kind of one of those first game of the season things here. So after the penalty there against the Coyotes, let me get back into rosters here. The penalty went against Cooper Kirby, the 5'7" junior, on the pass interference call, as he had no clue where the ball was and just wrapped up his receiver that time. It was a short throw, but the first down awarded to the Cougars here. And another throw coming towards the sideline here, caught and then dropped here by the Cougars, and they're lucky it was called incomplete, as it would have been an easy 6-4 Tatum that time. Already up 28-0 here at Alamo, Navajo. Trying to see about 9 minutes and some change to go in this first quarter, or first half, excuse me. The first quarter was a 22-0 score. Tatum's scored already last time on the punt return. And let me bring this up a bit. Tell you what, this is new to me, running the camera and the audio all at the same time. So bear with me, folks. I'll get it down by the end of the season. Plus, Shane Williams will be there to help me quite a bit. Again, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thanks for having us in your homes this evening. So a drop back, now rolling towards the right, looking for a receiver, gets rid of it. This ball is up, and it falls incomplete this time, as Tatum defense was there. And now we'll head back towards the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and about 10 to go. A couple of incomplete passes there from just before midfield, the 49-yard line of the Cougars. And we'll see what happens here. Defense ready for the Coyotes. 1-0 after the forfeit victory over Magdalena. Magdalena just right up the road from where we sit right now. Toss and a throw coming. It's over the middle and almost hauled in that time, as it was number 12 for the Cougars who could not come up with it. And that'll be a 4th and 10 situation now for Alamo, Navajo. Defense was there. See if they're going to show punt or not. And the huddle is the Cougar squad. And we'll back it up just a little bit. Coyote receiver back at about the 15-yard line. And fumble on the snap, now picked up. They're going to have to try to get rid of it. Could not. Wrapped up this time by the Coyotes in the backfield. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Tatum from, I think they're going to give them the 43-yard line. So 43 yards to pay dirt for Tatum. Coyotes have kind of had their way so far with the Cougars in this one. As lots of personnel changes coming here for the Cougars. Tatum will have a man in motion. He'll take the ball on the handoff, and right up the middle goes number 20, who I was told to watch out for all season long, before the game by the managers here for the Coyotes that I met before the game while waiting for the press box to open. And that, by the way, is Matthew Cervantes. Cervantes is a senior, 5'9", 160, and a big positive gain that time. From 43 down to the 30, I think we're going to have a timeout on the field called by the Cougars. That is the case. We'll be back in just a few moments right here on KEJL and HobbsAmerica.com.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
All right, folks, we are back here at Alamo Navajo High School here in, well, just outside Magdalena on the reservation, the Alamo Navajo Reservation. Folks have been very kind to us here and very helpful. We're on top of the press box here. Tatum now with a 28-0 lead. 7 minutes and change to go in this second quarter. And a 28-0 lead, dropping back is, I believe, Martinez, and he'll toss towards the end zone. Dropped on the far sideline this time. Second or third drop here in the game, and now lots of whistles as perhaps a flag down. We're going to see what the call is going to be as I move the equipment just enough to get a better view here. No flag as it's waved off here. And that'll just be an incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10 opportunity for Tatum coming up. Sun starting to set a little bit back just behind us here. We are on the home side of the field, if you will. So now a handoff up the middle and just carrying defenders with him. And now breaking free, looks like he's going to be close, down about the 1 yard line, are the Coyotes that time. And what a run there. Drug a couple Cougars with him and then fell just short of the end zone this time. So it'll be 1st and goal from, let's call it the 2 yard line now for Tatum. As they'll get ready for another play. I don't know that I wouldn't just run the same one they just did. Strong play, strong run for the Coyotes. Got to meet most of the coaching staff here for Tatum today as we waited for the press box to open. Coach Solis up here with us. And a keeper, it looks like, from the quarterback across the goal line for a touchdown. Makes it a 34-0 lead for the Coyotes here. I'm going to call it 6:29, it looks like, to go here in this first half. And we'll see if, and most likely they will go for 2 again. And try to tighten up a little bit and move over. As Coyotes will again attempt a 2-point play. A little confusion there, and now splitting out a little ways was the running back. And taking the snap, now rolling right. Martinez gets it into the end zone, and it is caught one more time. 4-2. So now that'll push the score to 36-0 here at Alamo Navajo High School. And the Coyotes well on their way to a victory, perhaps. Still a lot of game to be played, as I've got it at about, looks like 6:29 is still remaining here in this first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Now ready to go again here in Cougar land, if you will. Beautiful facility here, though. Just tucked into the mountains here. And really nice drive over. Again, it's like 78 degrees when the game started a little while ago here. And Tatum ready to kick off with a 36-0 lead here over Alamo, Navajo. And the kick is off. And it is taken there at about the 23-24 yard line and quickly wrapped up are the Cougars that time. Looks like at about, they're going to give him maybe the 30. We'll see. That looks like that's where they'll spot the ball. So now Coyote defense back on the field. Hadn't been much for the Cougars so far in this game. It's 36-0 the score. The Cougars looking to get something going on offense here. So they'll walk towards the line of scrimmage again on their own 30. With about 6 minutes remaining. Really hard to see the scoreboard from where we're at with the sun on it, but we'll continue to go as there's some action. A wide run this time. Number 12, quarterback, also pitches out to 25 quite a bit for throws, but nothing doing that time. No gain. And if anything, a loss of about 6 inches on the play. Tatum defense already ready to go again as the Coyotes have looked good. On their way to, well, possibly 2-0 after this one. Again, winning their first due to forfeit from Magdalena, not being able to make the trip last weekend. We will be back in action Friday night in Tatum, next Friday night, not tomorrow, for the first official home game of the season. And Shane Williams will be joining me then. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Big tackle that time by the Coyotes. They're ready for that one. The reverse coming from number 4 trying to get around the end. Did not. That's going to be a loss of 2 and a 3rd and 12 coming up here from about the 28 here for the Cougars. Really nice play there. A little misdirection that time and just read well by the Coyotes, who have dominated so far in the game. As we're under 5 minutes, 4:49 to play now. And another long run. There's a flag in the backfield. Could be a hold against the Cougars. And may have been. The whistle will blow after Tatum runs the Cougars out of bounds. This one could be declined as it's already 3rd and long here. If it is indeed a hold. Well, waiting on that signal from the official. It is indeed. It will be declined and looks like it will be Tatum ball at least one more time before the half. As there's 4:47 remaining now, it looks like. See if they'll punt this time. Tatum does have a receiver back. He'll stand at about his own 40-yard line. And we'll widen out, try to get a better view of the kick and all. There's the snap. Pause and a kick. See if the flag will come. It's going to be a roughing or running into the punter situation, which will negate this return, which is nice and could go to the end zone. It does go all the way down to about the 12-yard line, and losing the ball there at the end was the Tatum player. It was recovered by the Cougars. I believe he was down before the ball came out there. But it'll all be for naught. I believe we'll have an automatic first down for the Cougars here. We'll double check on the call from the white hat. And it does appear to be that way. Still waiting. And we'll see if we get an indication here shortly. So it is going to be the roughing penalty. It'll be an automatic first down, 15-yard penalty against the Coyotes. I do believe, honestly, that all first downs for the Cougars have come via the penalty in the game so far. So now we'll move the ball out to about the 42-yard line for Alamo Navajo as the Coyotes will get back on defense. Just slightly late getting to the kicker that time for the Coyotes. So let's get the camera set up as best I can see. Got one receiver split near side on your screen, and now a flag out. And it may go against the Coyotes. Oh, there's a push that time, but it doesn't matter. It's caught by the Cougars and down to about the 5-yard line. And it looks like the young man may have come up a bit lame here. We'll see what the penalty was. I believe Tatum may have been offside just a little bit there. So we may even have offsetting penalties. Could have had offensive pass interference on the push off that time by the receiver. There was a flag back near the line of scrimmage as well at about the 40. And I think we're going to have offsetting penalties. We'll double check as the official there. We'll have it here. Young man is up and limping slightly towards the sideline, but up and walking under his own power, which is good. So we had a false start, or a procedure penalty, if you will. And, boy, they're going to back this up. Negates the biggest play of the game for the Cougars. And so we'll see. The home crowd not real happy with the striped shirts, but in my opinion, they've called a pretty good game so far. So we're going to go back to 1st and 15 from about the 37-yard line here for the Cougars. See if we can follow the action a little better. So got one split again near side for the Cougars as Tatum gets ready to defend here. The quarterback's back. He's going to look deep again. He's going to go deep. And this one will fall incomplete right in the middle of the field. So we'll have a 2nd and about 15 now. Looks like 3:28 left in this first half. Tatum still leading 36.
Never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
All right, we are back here at Alamo Navajo High School. Again, your score at halftime, 36-0. Tatum over the Cougars here from the hometown squad. I set the camera down for the halftime here, and I'll just put it up a little bit. As, well, on top of the press box here, had my hands full so far. Technical difficulties and all. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thanks for joining us for this broadcast here on KUGL and HobbsAmerica.com. Don't forget it's on YouTube as well, folks. Tatum looking sharp so far in the game. Alamo Navajo with just a couple of first downs, both coming off of Well, penalties in this one. Tatum has scored on just about every possession they've had the ball so far, including a punt return touchdown. Darn near another one, although that one was waved off due to a roughing the kicker penalty. But Tatum goes into the locker room at the half, 36-0 the score here. A couple of scores could end this one should Alamo, Navajo, and the Cougars fail to score on one of their possessions coming up. But it has been all Tatum so far. So, at halftime, 36-0, the Coyotes over the Cougars here at just a beautiful field. I do want to pick up this camera one more time real quick and try to show you folks the backdrop on the Alamo Navajo Cougar Field here. As you can see the camera for the teams here, but the mountains in the backdrop, of course, as we come across. Of course, the visiting stands across the way. And then back towards the scoreboard, concession stand, and locker rooms. And but just a really, really nice setting here for a football game. And so far, the home team unable to get much going against this Coyote defense, looking to go to 2-0 on the season at this point. And, well, with a huge lead, 36-0 at the half. We'll be back in just a few moments with, well, what we will have of a second half here. Live from Alamo, Navajo. We'll be back.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the
All right, we're back again here at Alamo, Navajo, here just near Magdalena, New Mexico, outside of, well, we're in the foothills here. You know, the VLA, the Very Large Array, not too far from where we sit here. Socorro about an hour away from the venue tonight. Coyotes up 36-0 over the Cougars from Alamo, Navajo, and right now, probably still getting an earful. I could hear where some missed assignments were defensively from the coaching staff up here. I just stole one of their chairs, as a matter of fact, so I could sit down for a moment in between the action here. About, let me see if I can see the scoreboard from here again. About 4.5 minutes until we get action rolling again. Coyotes need 14 points to put this one away, but they have to be unanswered. No points can be scored by the Cougars here. 36-0 is the score. Again, it's been pretty much all Tatum so far. As, you know, they started off, the Cougars got the ball first in this one as basically a 3-and-out, a couple of penalties prolonged the drive, actually. But nothing doing. They've had one real long play in the game. That came in the first quarter, second or third possession of the game for the Cougars, as they had a long run into Coyote territory. But other than that, it has been all Tatum so far. They've had their way on the ground. They've had their way in the air. Just everything so far has worked perfectly, it seems like, for Tatum. Of course, coaches are always going to find a little something to gripe about and get, well, onto the players for. But early season, you know, this is actually the first action, even though the Coyotes are 1-0, as Magdalena was forced to forfeit a game last week. I do want to thank everybody here. Coach Lem here at Alamo, Navajo, Coach Lemuel, really helped us out getting up here and set up in atop the press box as we came. Get Lee County ties for that gentleman, as he graduated in 2003 from New Mexico Junior College there in Hobbs. So a little bit of Lee County ties there. We've had just a wonderful time and a good reception here at Alamo, Navajo, and do want to thank everybody who has been just so helpful here today. But again, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Better part of this duo will be Shane Williams, as you'll learn in the coming weeks. In fact, next week, a week from tomorrow night, Tatum will have their home opener, if you will, as they'll get ready to roll again. But what a backdrop here. Just what a gorgeous afternoon. It's about 77 degrees right now, it's showing. Weather's been good. There was a little afternoon mountain shower on the drive up from Socorro here. But just a good time. Tatum now coming out of the locker room, back out across the track and onto the field. Let me see if I can kind of pan through the chain link here, and you can see as the Coyotes make their way in. But which means I'm going to have to stand up in a moment, as a matter of fact, as Coach will be back up atop the press box here. But the Coyotes have looked really good. Offensively, they've looked real together for the most part. They've had a couple of missed opportunities there. Defensively, I don't think anybody could argue that they've really missed anything there. As I do believe negative yardage in the game for Alamo, Navajo. Sorry about the stats here, as well, my hands have been full and I've not been able to update the interface there on the web to get all the stats put in here in this one. And unfortunately, just one of those things early in the season that you come across. I can feel people coming back up the stairs here, so I'll move myself out of the way. Back out here, and we'll try to keep the action rolling, as will the Coyotes. 36-0 your score at half here at Alamo, Navajo, with Tatum ahead. And we'll have a rolling clock, of course, with the 35-point rule. 50 points will shut it down. And we could see an early evening here. Of course, it was an early start, a 5 p.m. start here for kickoff in this one. And making the trip, several Coyote fans across the way. Glad to have them here, and a good turnout for Alamo, Navajo here on the home side, which you cannot see from the camera view, but I can from where I stand. And really, really good receptive crowd here. And again, so much help from the people at the front gates of the school all the way through coaches and the athletic personnel, ticket takers. Everybody has just been so accommodating for us, and we do appreciate that here. Again, you are a part of Tatum Coyote football here on KEJL 100.5. We also have HobbsAmerica.com. You're on YouTube as well, and we'll get that stream rolling here shortly as both teams now have come out of their locker rooms and are getting warmed up for the second half. Officials making their way back onto the field, and Coach Solis about to make the long trip all the way back up the stands and up, as are some of the managers for the Tatum squad. Young lady here taking care of the video for the Coyotes and getting ready as well. She's probably got a better camera view than I do. As try here after the score. And we'll see here. There's the snap. Handoff faked. Roll out and another play. Looks like they've scored on that one about 3 times in the game. Same combo on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it a 44-0 game. Tatum ahead of the Cougars here early in the third quarter. We'll keep it here. As again, we lost power there for a moment. Had to reset the box here on top of the press box where we had plugged in. And, well, Tatum now firmly in control of this one, looking to move to 2-0 on the season. And they'll be ready to kick off here very shortly. 44-0 after one play from scrimmage. And really very nearly a touchdown on the kickoff return, but a block in the back here on the near sideline kind of negated that. So, see if we can widen this a little bit. There we go. Keep it down. And Tatum ready to kick. This one a short kick and fumbled after the reception at about the 25. Falling on it were the Cougars. And they'll have a chance here with, well, not a whole lot of time left, and try to get a score to stop the mercy rule stoppage in play. As Tatum is ahead 44-0. Coyotes have looked good all the way through. Sorry about some of the internet issues we've had as well today, folks, as it's been a bit choppy on audio, we can tell. A little breeze coming through the microphone as well. Again, I'm Dusty Wyndham, and glad to have you guys with us for this season of Coyote football. Talking about a team that just a couple of years removed from a state championship themselves in Tatum. So, defensively, we'll see what the Coyotes do here. Cougars will hand it off. And it's just stuffed right away, penetrating through the offensive line where the Coyotes had time. And gang tackling the young man, a loss of about 2.5, 3 on the play. The ball will be now spotted at about the 27-yard line. We'll call it a loss of 3. Trying to get steady here with the camera. Usually there's a tripod. It just wasn't quite tall enough to get over this chain link above the press box here. And we'll have a second and about 13. There's the pitch, running wide and trying to get across the Coyote defense that time, and unsuccessfully are the Cougars. Now we've had a timeout called here by Alamo Navajo. That'll give us a chance for a quick break. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. back again. One more time here at Alamo Navajo High School after the timeout called by the Cougars. 44-0 Tatum looking to close it out. As Tatum's having a good time here. Hear the buzzer already there. I think they might have been a little premature on that one. So after the timeout, the Cougars will take the field one more time on a 3rd down and about 12 play here. Quarterback looks back towards coach on the sideline, now gets ready for the play. He'll drop back to throw. He's swarmed immediately and crushed in the backfield. Looks like it may have been a fumble. And Tatum recovers the ball as well. There's 6 points from ending this one, and that would only be about 18, 19 yards from finishing off their first action on the season, their first live action here against an opponent anyways. So, yes, it will be the 19-yard line. That ball recovered by the Coyotes, and now the clock rolling again. We'll see how the Coyotes play this one. You've got one split near side. Shotgun here. Snap taken. A handoff right up the gut here. And powering his way through and ending the game at 50-0 right there are the Coyotes. So quick work made of Alamo Navajo in this one, as that will end the ball game. Minus a penalty. I don't see one on the field. And that is the game. They'll call it 50-0. Your Coyotes win. We'll take a quick break and talk about next week. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Alamo Navajo High School, where your Tatum Coyotes have just ended the game in a mercy rule victory, 50-0 over Alamo Navajo. Some sportsmanship now going on between the two schools, as you can see there at midfield, and plenty of sportsmanship here. I tell you what, nothing but accommodations from this Alamo Navajo crew for us here at KEJL 100.5 FM. You've also got us on HobbsAmerica.com and on YouTube as well. I tried to say on both at the same time. That didn't work out too well. 50-0. Tatum just dominating this one from the opening kickoff towards all the way here till the end. First possession, they score easily on their first play of the second half to make it 44-0, and then get the ball back after a fumble on the 19-yard line. They go 19 yards on that first play with a run up the gut to end it 50-0. We'll have a lot more for you next week. Again, we will be at home 1 week from tomorrow night, as Tatum will get ready to play again. It'll be the first true home game of the season. Tatum moves to 2-0 after the victory here, and we look forward to seeing much more Coyote football this season. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thank you all for being here with us. Tiffany Stuber back at the studio. Girl, you are a lifesaver. Thank you so very much, and also one of my favorite people on the planet. Good friend of my daughter as well. So, Tiff, thank you very much. Do want to thank Coach Lemuel here from Alamo Navajo. Again, a graduate of New Mexico Junior College back in 2003. He was telling me before the game, and Lee County ties there for him. But 50-0 win for Tatum. We'll see you next week. I'm Dusty Wyndham.